Hello, everyone. Welcome to Talk English, the place where you learn English easily, step by step, with no stress. My name is Sophie, and it is so nice to be with you today. And here with me is Alex. Hello, Alex. Are you feeling good today?
Hello, Sophie. Hello, everyone. Yes, I am feeling good. I am relaxed and happy to be here. I think today's topic will help many people.
I think so too. And before we begin, I want to say something quickly. If you enjoy learning English with us, please subscribe to Talk English. And don't forget to like this video. It really helps us continue making these lessons for you.
Yes, thank you so much. So, Sophie, today we are talking about a very common problem, a problem that many English learners have. You understand English, but you cannot answer.
Yes, this is so common. So many people tell me, Sophie, when I listen to English, I understand. But when someone asks me a question, my mind goes blank. I cannot speak. I cannot answer.
Exactly. And this is very frustrating. Frustrating means it makes you feel upset or annoyed. You understand the words, you know what the person is saying, but you cannot find the words to respond.
Yes, frustrating. You feel stuck. You feel like the words are in your head somewhere, but you cannot bring them out. Alex, why does this happen? Why can people understand but not speak?
That is a very good question, Sophie. There are several reasons. First, understanding and speaking are two different skills. When you listen, you are passive. Passive means you are receiving information. Your brain is working, but in a quiet way.
Passive. So listening is passive. You are receiving. You are taking in information. But speaking is different, right?
Yes, speaking is active. Active means you are creating something. You need to find words. You need to put them in the correct order. You need to pronounce them. You need to think about grammar. It is much more work for your brain.
So listening is receiving and speaking is creating. I see. That makes sense. When you listen, you just need to understand. But when you speak, you need to produce language. And producing is harder than understanding.
Exactly. And there is another reason too. When you are listening, you have time. The other person is speaking and you are just listening. But when someone asks you a question, suddenly you need to answer quickly. There is pressure.
Pressure. Yes, that is a big problem. You feel like you need to answer immediately. You feel nervous. And when you're nervous, your mind can freeze. Freeze means it stops working, like ice. Everything stops.
Yes, your mind freezes. And this happens to everyone, not just English learners. Even native speakers sometimes freeze when they are nervous or surprised. But for English learners, it happens more often because English is not your first language.
Right. So it is normal. It's not because you're bad at English. It's because speaking requires more brain work and because you feel pressure to answer quickly. Alex, how can people solve this problem? How can they learn to answer, not just understand?
Good question. The first step is practice, but not just any practice. You need to practice speaking, not just listening. Many people spend hours listening to English. They watch movies, they listen to podcasts, and that is good. But if you want to speak, you must practice speaking.
Practice speaking. But Alex, how can you practice speaking if you are alone, if you don't have someone to talk to in English?
There are ways. First, you can talk to yourself. I know it sounds strange, but it works. When you are at home, speak in English. Describe what you are doing. Say, I am making coffee. I'm sitting on the sofa. I am reading a book.
Talk to yourself. I like that. It's simple. You don't need another person. You can practice anytime, anywhere, and nobody's judging you. You can make mistakes freely.
Exactly. And here is another exercise. When you listen to something in English, like a podcast or a video, pause it. Then try to summarize what you heard. Say it out loud. Use your own words. This helps your brain practice creating sentences.
Oh, that is a great idea. Pause and summarize. So you listen, then you speak. You're practicing both skills together. This connects listening and speaking in your brain.
Yes, it connects them. Another thing you can do is answer questions out loud. When you watch a video and someone asks a question in the video, pause it. Answer the question yourself. Even if nobody is listening, answer out loud.
Answer out loud. I think that is very important. Many people think the answer in their head, but they don't say it. But thinking and speaking are different. You need to move your mouth. You need to hear your own voice.
Absolutely. When you speak out loud, you are training your mouth muscles, you are training your pronunciation, and you're training your brain to find words quickly. This is all very important for real conversations.
Yes. Now, Alex, let me ask you something. What about grammar? Many people worry about grammar. They understand a question, but they think, oh, I need to use the correct grammar. What is the correct verb tense? And then they freeze because they're worried about making mistakes.
This is a very big problem, Sophie. Many people are too worried about grammar, and I want to say something clearly to everyone listening. When you are speaking, communication is more important than perfect grammar.
Communication is more important than perfect grammar. Can you explain that, Alex?
Yes. When you speak, your goal is to communicate your idea. Your goal is to make the other person understand you. If you make a small grammar mistake, but the person understands you, that is okay. That is successful communication.
So don't let grammar fear stop you from speaking. It is better to speak with small mistakes than to say nothing at all. The other person will understand you even if your grammar is not perfect.
Exactly. And you know what? The more you speak, the better your grammar will become naturally. You will hear yourself making mistakes. You will notice patterns, and slowly your grammar will improve. But this only happens if you speak.
If you speak. So you need to be brave. You need to try, even if you are not sure about the grammar. Alex, what other tips do you have for people who understand but cannot answer?
Another important tip is to buy yourself time. When someone asks you a question, you don't need to answer immediately. You can use small phrases to give yourself a moment to think.
Buy yourself time. What does that mean? What phrases can people use?
For example, you can say, "That's a good question," or "Let me think," or let me see." These phrases give you 3 or 4 seconds to think about your answer, and the other person will wait patiently.
Oh, I love that. That's a good question. Let me think. Let me see. These are like little bridges. They connect the question to your answer, and they make the conversation feel natural.
Yes, very natural. Native speakers use these phrases all the time, so it doesn't sound strange. It sounds normal, and it gives your brain time to find the right words.
That is so helpful. Now, what if you understand the question, but you don't know the answer? Not because of English, but because you actually don't know the information.
That is okay too. You can be honest. You can say, "I don't know," or "I'm not sure." This is better than staying silent. And if you want, you can add more. You can say, "I don't know, but I think," or "I'm not sure, but maybe."
I don't know, but I think. I'm not sure, but maybe. So even if you don't know for certain, you can still participate in the conversation. You can still say something.
Yes, and this keeps the conversation going. It shows that you are engaged. Engaged means you are involved, you are participating. The other person will appreciate this.
I agree. Now, Alex, let's talk about vocabulary. Sometimes people understand a question, but they cannot answer because they don't have the vocabulary. They know what they want to say in their language, but they don't know the English words.
Yes, this happens often. And here's my advice. Don't try to translate from your language to English. This is very slow and difficult. Instead, try to use the English words you already know, even if they are simple words.
Use simple words. Don't try to be complicated. Just use what you know. Can you give an example?
Sure. Imagine someone asks you, "What do you do in your free time?" Maybe you want to say a complicated answer, but you don't know all the words. Instead, use simple words. Say, "I like to read. I like to watch movies. I like to spend time with my family."
Simple sentences, simple vocabulary, but the answer is clear. The person understands what you do in your free time, and that is what matters.
Exactly. Communication is the goal, not showing perfect vocabulary. And if you don't know a specific word, you can describe it. You can explain what it is.
Describe it. So if you don't know the word bicycle, you can say the thing with two wheels that you ride. The other person will understand, and they might even tell you the word.
Yes, and then you learn a new word. So this is actually a great learning opportunity. Don't be afraid to describe things if you don't know the exact word.
That is wonderful advice. Now, Alex, I want to talk about confidence. I think confidence is very important for speaking. Many people understand English well, but they don't feel confident, and this lack of confidence stops them from answering.
You are absolutely right, Sophie. Confidence is very important. And here's something I want everyone to know. Confidence comes from practice. You don't wait until you feel confident to start speaking. You start speaking, and then confidence comes.
Start speaking, and then confidence comes. So it is the opposite of what people think. People think, when I am confident, I will speak, but actually, when I speak, I will become confident.
Exactly. Every time you speak English, even if you make mistakes, your confidence grows a little bit. Every conversation is practice. Every answer you give makes you stronger.
So speak as much as possible. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until you know every word. Start now. Start today with simple sentences, with simple words. Just start.
Yes, and remember, mistakes are okay. Mistakes are normal. Mistakes are how you learn. If you never make mistakes, it means you are not trying anything new.
Mistakes are how you learn. I want everyone to write that down. Put it on your wall. Look at it every day. Mistakes are not your enemy. Mistakes are your teacher.
Beautiful, Sophie. Now let me give one more practical tip. When you're in a real conversation and someone asks you a question, try to keep your answers short at first. Don't try to say a long, complicated answer. Start with one or two simple sentences.
Keep it short. Start simple. Can you explain why this helps?
Yes, when you try to say too much, your brain can get overwhelmed. Overwhelmed means too much, too difficult, too stressful. But when you start with a short answer, it is manageable. Manageable means you can handle it, you can do it.
So start with a short, simple answer, and if the conversation continues, you can add more. But at least you have said something, you have answered, and that is a success.
Exactly, that is a success. And the other person can ask you more questions if they want more information. This makes the conversation natural and easier for you.
I love that. Short and simple is better than long and silent. Now, Alex, what about people who understand English when they read, but not when they hear it? Is this the same problem?
That is a little different, but related. Some people can read English well, but they struggle with listening. This is because reading and listening use different parts of your brain. When you read, you can go at your own pace. You can stop and think. But when you listen, the words keep coming.
The words keep coming. You cannot pause a real conversation like you can pause a video. So listening feels harder. What can people do to improve their listening?
They need to listen more. Listen to English every day, but not just passive listening, active listening. Pay attention. Try to understand. And listen to different accents, different speeds, different topics.
Active listening, so focus. Don't just have English playing in the background. Really listen. Really try to understand. And with time, it becomes easier.
Yes, with time and practice. And here's something important. If you improve your listening, your speaking will also improve because you will hear how native speakers form sentences. You will hear natural rhythm and intonation.
So everything is connected. Listening helps speaking. Speaking helps confidence. Confidence helps you answer questions. It all works together.
Exactly. Everything is connected. That is why you need to practice all skills: listening, speaking, reading, writing. But if you want to answer questions, you must practice speaking most of all.
Practice speaking most of all. And don't be afraid. Be brave. Be patient with yourself. Rome was not built in a day. This is an English expression. It means big things take time.
Rome was not built in a day. I love that expression. Learning English is a big thing. It takes time. It takes patience. But every day you are building. Every conversation is a brick in your wall of English knowledge.
Every conversation is a brick. What a beautiful image. And you know, Alex, I want to say something to everyone listening right now. If you are listening to this podcast and understanding us, you are already doing so well. You are already learning.
Yes, and the next step is to use what you understand. Practice speaking. Answer questions out loud. Talk to yourself. Describe your day. Use simple words. Don't worry about mistakes. Just speak.
Just speak. And remember, we believe in you. We know you can do this. You have the words inside you. You just need to let them come out. Give yourself permission to make mistakes. Give yourself time to find the words.
Yes, be kind to yourself. Be patient. And practice every day, even just for 5 minutes. 5 minutes of speaking practice every day will change everything.
5 minutes every day. Everyone can do that, and we are here to help you. We make these podcasts for you, to support you, to guide you, to encourage you.
So, everyone, we want to hear from you. Tell us in the comments, do you understand English but struggle to answer? What is the hardest part for you? Is it vocabulary, grammar, confidence, or something else? Share with us.
Yes, please write in the comments. We love reading your experiences. And if this podcast helped you today, please like it. Please subscribe to Talk English. We want to continue helping you learn English easily, step by step, with no stress.
And remember, understanding is the first step. Speaking is the next step, and you are ready for that next step. You can do it. Start today. Start now.
Thank you so much for being with us today, everyone. We are so proud of you for learning, for trying, for not giving up. Keep going, keep practicing. We will see you in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone. Speak with confidence. We believe in you.
Goodbye. See you very soon.